Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be touching on a subject which is very sensitive to me and to a few others probably, but we're going to be reacting to this video which is by a lady called Channon. You may or may not have heard of her before. She's been caught up in some controversies in the past. But today we're going to be looking at a video she's just done regarding talking about her child's mental health and other illnesses. Just listen to this because it really has got me angry.
We did get a formal diagnosis. It's more than one. I wanted to share that with you guys here. I already have gotten so many messages from you guys that you are dealing with similar things with your kids. Share with each other in hopes to help each other out, be able to just not feel so alone. You know, if I were little and my mom was a YouTuber and she filmed like everything, would I want her to film about like my mental health stuff? That's a hard question to answer, and there's a lot of people that would say like absolutely not, like that's Snow's privacy, that's for her to share if she wanted to share it. But
surely if there's some doubt in your mind about whether or not you should, then you probably shouldn't. You've said yourself it's a hard thing to answer, so imagine putting that on your child and then trying to answer it for her. You can't. If you notice there, she's put up on the caption, we need to stop stigmatizing mental health, and that is the main topic of this video.
I also think that if I were in that position, I would prefer like someone to share it so that people understood me and maybe relate with you. And there's a lot of people that don't share these things because they're scared or they're ashamed or whatever the reason is. And I'm not scared or ashamed of my daughter. I love her. She's a beautiful little human. We want to celebrate her, the good parts of her and the parts of her that maybe are not wired properly in her.
You see, the main thing here is no matter what you say, no matter what you do, it is not for her, it's not for your child to change the world. Basically, she's trying to get her child to destigmatize mental health. It's not up to her, it's not up to your child to have that responsibility to do it. So you can't give her that responsibility. And also by just saying, oh well, yeah, I think that my daughter might benefit from everybody knowing. How will they benefit from everybody knowing what's wrong with them? They don't know these people.
Brain, you know, and there's a lot of people that also have the same thing going on, and I feel like would really benefit from her story. And so that's why I have decided to go ahead and share her diagnosis. She was diagnosed with ODD, which is oppositional defiant disorder, and a very severe form of it. She was also diagnosed with ADHD, which was not surprising to me because I already thought that she maybe had that and I have it, so that makes sense. She was diagnosed with sensory processing disorder, which again, like that hyperacusis, like where she covers her ears, and I also have that issue, so that was not a big surprise. Anxiety, and am I missing anything? I was like, it was a lot. So yeah, it's a lot. That's kind of what our the child psychiatrist has given us that information.
So now that we know everything that is wrong with your daughter, how does it change things? How does that make her life better? How does it make her life easier? How does it make our life better or easier? It doesn't, and it doesn't. It just doesn't. You can say that it's all for whatever, but the fact of the matter is that it's not helped her, and it's not going to help her, everybody knowing what's wrong with her. Am I the only one that thinks this way?
And we are working on doing like occupational therapy, art therapy. I just feel like it's important to share these things because I have been searching all over online to find someone else that's in a similar situation so that I could better help and serve my daughter as a parent, and I haven't been able to find anything other than just like doctors online talking about like symptoms and how to help your kids. But it's like very different when you're an actual parent, you know, what has helped. I just feel like Snow, when she's older, will be able to appreciate that. And so,
quick question, what if she doesn't appreciate it? What will you do then? Now that you've shared her life all over the internet and all her diagnoses, what will you do if she turns around and says, Mother, what the hell did you do that for? I wanted to have a private childhood. What would you do? Nothing. You can't do anything.
People saying things like, oh, you shouldn't share your daughter's private life online. Like, I just don't agree with that. I think that us sharing her life online is going to be more beneficial to people.
Okay. I'm actually a little bit stunned by this. So what you're saying is that you don't agree that your child deserves privacy. You actually outright say that, and then you go on to say that it's going to be beneficial to other people. The fact that you'll share... Why? Who cares about other people? Care about your daughter. Your daughter does not deserve to have to make other people feel better. That's not her job. And then she puts up a caption there which says, and it will be beneficial to her so that people won't bully her for, as they'll understand what she's going through. Not one person in your comments, not one person who's watching this video knows your daughter. They're not going to bully her. Nobody's bullying her. Nobody. I don't understand that logic, because nobody that's watching your videos is going to be going around and bullying your daughter for how she's acting. If anything, you need to make people in your immediate circle of your community, make those actually understand what your daughter's going through. The rest of us, we don't matter. We just don't.
So that she hopefully is able to help others with her story and what she's going through, and also to make people feel less alone. You know, can you imagine if like no one shared bad stuff online, or the hard things they were going through online, and only showed good stuff online? Like, we would all feel so depressed.
We would all feel so depressed if everybody just shared happy things. That is yeah, that's some logic. That is I almost get where you're going with that, but at the end of the day, it's not for your daughter to do. Again, it's just not. I can't stress this enough. Why does she need to share this side of her life? Why does she need to share any of her life? But, you know, just... It's not her responsibility to make others feel less alone. Do you understand that?
Because we would think we're the only ones that are suffering with stuff, and I just don't want to be a person that tends like we're perfect and we're a perfect family, because we're just not.
Well, you're certainly showing that you're not the perfect mother. I've got to hand it to you. You've got that one right down to the T.
That's not us. That's not what we're trying to portray. We make these videos for one because it's fun for me to do, but also like because we feel like we have a purpose to be able to like try to help people, and my whole story and where I've come from.
Yes, that's your story, where you've come from, telling your story. You have the right to tell your story. Tell it for all you like. It doesn't matter. You're allowed to do that, but leave your daughter out of it.
To where I am now, I hope, you know, is able to help, you know, some other people to know that like you can turn your life around, and life can be really good, and it's never going to be perfect. You're going to have struggles, obviously. But without those struggles, like, the good times aren't good, you know? I will keep you guys updated on everything. We're just like praying every day that she gets better. So it's just hard because we just never know what's going to happen each day. It's like a surprise, you know?
Also, I had compiled a list of these like short clips of videos for her doctors when I was documenting some of these things when we were on the road, to kind of show like some of her symptoms and behaviors. And I compiled that list and put it into a video on Patreon. So that way, if anybody else has kids that maybe are displaying similar symptoms and you're curious what they look like, that is up on Patreon.
Okay, so that is actually disgusting. Actually. Because having told us everything about your daughter and how upsetting it is and how she suffers from this and this and this, and how you have every right to share it because you're looking to help people. You're definitely looking to help people, not looking to profit off it one little bit. So I clicked on the Patreon link just to see, because I thought for 1 second, maybe, just maybe, it might be there out of the goodness of your heart. But no, in order to watch the videos that you've put up, that you've just told us about, the cheapest tier on your Patreon, £9.50 per month, plus tax. That's right, £9.50 per month. What the hell are you selling under there? Right, I dread to think. But put in the video which you're selling in this video of your daughter's symptoms and everything, putting it behind Patreon for £9.50 per month, that is ridiculous and sick and disgusting. I'm sorry, you've lost any sympathy that I had for you. I have every sympathy for your daughter, for having a mother like you.
For anybody that's interested, and I will link that down below. If enough people are interested in that, I can put it up on YouTube, so just let me know down in the comments, but it will be up on Patreon this month.
Want to say a prayer for us? We'd really appreciate it. We could use all the prayers we can get right now.
I'll say a prayer for you. I pray to God every day that people like you just take yourself off the internet, but more importantly, take your children off the internet. That's all I've got to say about that. Thank you all so much for watching this. I hope it's not distressed anyone too much, and I will see you again soon in another video. Please remember to give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Comment everything you want to comment down below, and I'll see you again soon. Take care and bye bye.